Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, all praise and glory is unto Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Rachakwadash. Double honor to our apostles, the bishops, the elders of the great millstone. And greetings, salutations, blessings, much love unto you, hopeful elect. Shalom unto you. All right, your brother Shaquat here with a quick video. And it's really quick, just straight to the point. When you see this gentleman right here, this basketball player here, he played for the Knicks. Not sure what team he's on now. But for you that are in the circumcision, if you will, of Israel, that know you're Israelites, you know you're one of the so-called Negro, Latino, or Native Americans. All right, but then when I go into the also the Israelite foreigners that be scattered amongst the heathen, that may even look like the heathen. Okay, you gotta look beyond the simplicity of it being about the color of skin and all those other things, okay? Because when you see this guy here, right? Just looks like a regular white guy, right? All right? But you can't judge a book by its cover. All right? So let me go into this here. All right? A German American basketball player. So you be like, okay, he's German, he's got to be white, right? Well, you can't go by that. All right? You can't go by that. Now let's look at his parents. More particularly, this is his father. Okay? In France, in Hartenstein and Steen or whatever you call it, hey, you gotta be. Okay, so when you see a guy like this, you can't just say, okay, he's a white guy, get out of here, you Edomite. You can't just go by that. Okay? And so, let me play a video for you. All right, here we go.
Guys, something happened involving the New York Knicks.
You feel passionate about this?
Yeah, he does. It's a revelation unlike any other revelation.
First thing he
see
said
that
to me
man right there? Isaiah Hartenstein, the backup center, who is still the starting center now because Mitchell Robinson just came back, is Isaiah Hartenstein. He's become a fan favorite here in New York.
Okay, fair use, fair use, fair use. This is for educational purposes only. All right, this is not for monetary gain or value. Okay.
And he went on the
Oops.
Roommates podcast with Brunson and Hart, and let's just listen.
Okay.
Let's just jump right into it. Are you black?
I really wanted to cover that. I'm actually happy about this. Explain your blackness. The level of blackness.
So my level of blackness, I mean, I put, you know, it's like light skin. I'm bright skin.
Okay, bright skin. I like that.
I'm above.
My child's bright skin.
I'm above light skin. No, but yeah, my dad's black.
Okay, this is shocking to me.
Right.
I always thought that he was.
You know, and so it's even some of the people that are Jakes, you know, it goes deeper because you're not just black, you're not just African American anymore. Now you're actually an Israelite. You're a child of God. Okay? And that matters. All right, so let me show you something else. This is his dad. Okay? This is clearly his dad right here. All right? So, what can you say? The last name don't matter. It's about the spirit in him too. When you just see the guy just talking, you can just see his spirit within him. All right? There's other guys. I can show you the classic one of the opposite that just ain't right. Okay? Okay? Your favorite musician, Lenny Kravitz. Okay? Look on his video. This is Oprah, so you know she got some.
I didn't think about my parents being different races. It wasn't something that I thought about. It wasn't something that was discussed. I grew up around people of all colors and all religions and backgrounds, so this was normal to me. Our house was full of everything and everybody. I knew that my father physically looked different from my mother. Initially, me, people look different. I went to my first day of first grade, and my parents walked me to school, and we were walking in the hallway, and a kid, my father's a Russian Jew, my mom's Bahamian,
Okay. And so you could be like, well, maybe, yeah, maybe. Okay. So this gets to be a tricky situation. Okay. He just has a different spirit about him. All right. But like he said, he was raised around everybody. So you can't pinpoint, which is the point of this video. You can't just pinpoint and say this guy's this guy's that, this lady's this lady's that. Okay, you can't judge them by the outside. You got to look into their spirit. Okay, now I'm not gonna get deep into this and make this about, the demonic music that Lenny Kravitz makes. There's blacks that make, or Jakes that make demonic music, Latinos that make demonic music as well. Okay, so on and so forth. So, and I mean, like when you play it backwards, you get spells put on you type, things. But the point I am trying to make here is you can see a distinct difference between the spirit of how they talk, between the both of them. All right, this is 1 Timothy chapter 1, verse 4. It says, neither give heed to fables and endless genealogies, because back in that ancient world, it was all about lineage, which this is still about lineage, but because the Israelites were scattered, were scattered, according to Deuteronomy, the 68, the 24th, okay, Deuteronomy 28, verse 64, and the Lord Yahweh shall scatter thee among all people from the one end of the earth even unto the other, okay, because we were scattered, okay. We and then you even go into the book of the Maccabees, and it'll show you how some of that scattering continued. We don't know. We don't have a chronological dating of what lineage we come from when we were numbered, okay? And when we were numbered, and what lineage and what tribe and all of that we come from. But that was one of the curses, as I'm reading here, right? So 1 Timothy says, neither give heed to fables and endless genealogies, which minister questions rather than godly edifying, which is in faith, so do. Okay? So I read it again. It says, neither give, because it's a waste of time. These aren't the things that you can pinpoint and say, oh, that man's this, that man's that. Okay? So it's important that when we look at discerning spirits and whom shall I teach, not whom shall I get to make, to give understanding from Isaiah the 28th chapter, those that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast, there should be a certain spirit within the person. It don't matter who they are, because we're edifying everybody. We tell the heathen of their judgment. Okay, we just look at the spirit, and really the easiest way to do it is to know who's in the spirit of what the elect would be about. Okay, all right, and this is an example of that in the book of Acts. So this is coming back again. There's no new things under the sun, pursuant to Ezekiel. Salaki, pursuant to Ecclesiastes, the first chapter, right? It says, and they were filled with this is Acts chapter 2, verse 4, and they were filled with the Holy Ghost and began to speak with other tongues as the Spirit gave them utterance. This was the disciples. Okay, they were given this. Right, and it says, and there were dwelling at Jerusalem Jews, devout men, out of every nation under heaven. And that's the difference. That these people that came up to Jerusalem, when you come up 3 times a year, as it was part of the law, to hold a high holy day, okay. And as they came up, these people that were there, certain of them heard them, okay. In verse 6, and now when this was noised abroad, the multitude came together and were confounded, because that every man heard them speak in his own language, not his own language, but the language wherein he was born. Okay, and it's going to say that. I'm going to jump down. Where does it say that at? Oh, verse 8, yeah. How hear we every man in our own tongue wherein we were born? Just because you're born somewhere don't mean you're from there. Okay? Everybody born in America isn't from America. All right? If you really do the history all the way back, this land was nobody was numbered to this land over here, or given this land. All the other lands with what people were given, and then after Pangea and all of that, certain people will sail over here, okay, and leave landmarks and so on and so forth. But that was pretty much what it was until the Northern Kingdom sailed over here, okay. But that's another lesson for another day. But just making the point. Okay, I'm going to jump down to verse 11. Cretes and Arabians, we do hear them speak in our tongues, our languages, the wonderful works of the Most High. And they were all amazed and were in doubt, saying one to another, what meaneth this? It means some of you, because the Spirit is connected to you, are Israelites. Okay? And it's more so if the people can hear the word. And the key thing to this was devout men out of every nation. Jews, devout men out of every nation. They were from the southern kingdom, but they lived in surrounding parts. They lived in the other countries surrounding Jerusalem, okay? That they can walk in or come on down to Jerusalem to hold a feast. Okay, so really, what was the word I was gonna say? Salakia. Okay, because we all came out of a Gentile state of mind, and some of them even look like the Gentiles of the other nations, but they're really Israelites, so that makes them the Israelite foreigners, right? So this is 1 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 2. You know that you were Gentiles carried away unto these dumb idols, even as you were led, okay? Because we were born in these certain lands, and we lived amongst the customs of these certain lands. Like here in America, right? No different, okay? So all these different situations, you have to be able to discern out of it if this person is connecting, and how do you know if they're connecting? They're connecting to the message, to the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Okay, and I'll do two more scripts and close. This is Romans 10:1. Matter of fact, verse 2, it says, "For I bear them record." Well, I'll read one. "Brethren, my heart's desire and prayer to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai for Israel is that they might be saved." Right, out of the Gentile state of mind, out of captivity, so on and so forth. "For I bear them record that they have a zeal of God, but not according to knowledge." That is something in the spirit of our people. Okay, we do have a zeal of a higher power, a reverence of a higher power within us, generally. Okay, say, "For they being ignorant of God's righteousness." For they being ignorant of Yahweh's righteousness and going about to establish their own righteousness, have not submitted themselves unto Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Okay, so a lot of them, they have that zeal. But when you slide over a couple chapters and read down, verse 16, Romans 8, it says, "The Spirit itself bear witness with our spirit that we are the children of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai." Okay, and it's that spirit that'll be activated within them, particularly the elect. We go to the 11th chapter, okay, and I'll close on this one, that you're really looking for, okay. Yep, straight to the point, verse 7. "What then? Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for." So not all Israelite foreigners or Jakes are going to get it. A lot of Israelite foreigners that may look like the heathen, and they may not get it either. They may not be part of the elect. They may not wake up to this thing. Okay, but that's okay. It said, "But the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded." So if you're the elect, you're gonna get it. Our job is to go out there and plant the seed and continue watering seeds that were planted, before us. Okay, that the Most High will give the increase, and that the fruit that's supposed to wake up will wake up. Okay, so that was the point of this lesson. Just that you can't judge a book by its cover. Okay, this is, and then you can go back further. I mean, I don't know how much more they have online as far as Isaiah Hartenstein's dad and his grandfather, but Blake Griffin's another one. There's a bunch of them. Okay, you can't go specifically off of what somebody looks like on the outside. Your job is just to be open to the fact that they're here. They're being cool and reasonable. You deliver the message, and what happens from there happens from there. Okay, the rest of it is supposed to happen. So if there's a demon coming up, you'll know the demon will present itself, and okay, I don't care if there's Jake demons that come up, whatever. Okay? So I just want to make this point. You deliver the message, it may look like a East Indian or Asian or whatever. You still got to just deliver the message that we're out there to teach. And then the rest will do, the Most High will do the rest. All right. So with that, I'm going to close, giving all praise and glory to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Until the next one, Shalom.